everybody. It's Jenny J, 1911. So we already have some early birds on here. It's good to see all of you. I have Affordable Armory and Jeff are both here. I don't know which one of them got here first. Affordable commented first, so I don't know. Maybe he wins the prize tonight for getting on first, but we'll just say between Affordable and Jeff, it was a tie. So it's great to see everybody, and we have so much to talk about tonight. Oh my gosh, my head is still spinning from all of the things that I got to see and do this weekend, all of the people that I got to meet. And what's really incredible was that I actually got to meet some of you. And I mean, that was it was so cool. So hi, Stephen. Great to see you. And Reese is here. Wiley Thompson. Hello. Good to see you. Critter's here. Walter crashed 2 days ago. What did he crash, Critter? I'm a little worried. I hope he's okay. Please comment and tell me. Don't worry me like that. I'm a mom. I worry about stuff. Hi, Nick. Good to see you. So I got to meet the very first person out of all of you that I got to meet in person live on Saturday morning was Reese. And it was so awesome. I was at the Dylan exhibit, and a man came up and he said, Jenny, and I was like, yeah. And he said, I'm Reese. And I was like, oh my gosh, it was just so cool to, finally get to meet some of you guys. I also got to meet Clover Tack. He was there. I actually met him on Friday. He came by. We kind of kept texting each other, trying to figure out. It was so huge, and like finding a needle in a haystack there to find another person. So I was actually really impressed that Reese was able to find me. I had told him I was at Dylan at the moment, and he appeared. So that was very, very lucky. But on Friday, Clover Tack and I had texted off and on, and he was able to find me. And so we talked for a little bit, and then we met up again on Saturday and talked for a little more. And, it was so much fun to finally get to talk with him. And, he's been kind of giving me a little guidance with the whole YouTube thing and everything. And just, being right there, helping me through some of these questions that I have as I go along, especially this morning when I got accused of plagiarizing or copyright. Anyway, we'll get to that in a minute. But so I got to meet him. Another person that I got to meet that was super cool was Trevor Cotter. And I don't know if any of you know who Trevor Cotter is. If you haven't checked him out, he's a comp shooter. He actually shoots for he's in USPSA. He shoots for Atlas Gunworks, and he has a YouTube channel called Bang and Brass. You can also find him on social media. Like I found him on Instagram. And anyway, I was talking to someone at a powder booth, and Trevor came up and started talking to this person, and he says like somebody said, oh, she has a YouTube channel or something. And he said, oh yeah, Jenny. And he said, yeah, I know who she is. I know who you are. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. So I got to meet him, and actually, I might as well tell you all now, he is going to be on my show, on my live next Tuesday. So it'll be super cool for you guys to get to talk with him and, just be able to ask him some questions about his time in comp shooting right now and see what's going on with him. He's a super nice guy, very personable and fun, and lots of energy. So it'll be really great to have him on here. I am going, hi, Marcus. Good to see you. Critter. So I'm seeing what you're saying here about Walter. His bike, he wrecked on his bike. I'm assuming his motorcycle. Broke a few ribs, kind of got roughed up. Bike is trashed, but he's okay. Oh my gosh. Well, poor Walter, Mr. Bunning. Oh my gosh. all of our prayers for, recovery and recuperation from his injuries. Thank goodness he is okay. We never want to hear about any of our J crew getting hurt or anything. So thank you for telling me, Critter, because I'll reach out to Mr. Bunning here after my show tonight. And Walter's on. Hey, Walter's on. Yay, here he is. Walter. Good to see you. We were just talking about you. So I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad that you're okay. Chris 338 is here. That's awesome. Good to see you. Hope I didn't miss anybody. I'm seeing a lot of new names tonight, so that's super cool. Let's see. So Affordable is asking, was Ghost with Clover? Nope. Clover was by himself both times. He came to see me all by himself. He met my husband and me both places, and he wasn't with anybody. So let's see. Oh, Walter, so you're just getting out of ICU today? Oh, Walter, thank goodness. I'm so glad you're okay. So glad. I really appreciate you taking a minute. Here's this man getting out of ICU today, and where is he? He's on he's on our live. Oh, that is dedication. He definitely gets the dedication award. So very awesome of you, Mr. Bunning. Let's see. Reloader 762. Get well soon to Walter. Yeah. Definitely. We all send our prayers for you for a speedy recovery, Mr. Bunning. Uncle John's here. Hey, good to see you. So anyway, yeah, so we met lots and lots of amazing people, and here's the problem that I'm having. We're getting so into these videos now. We have a really great camera. You'll notice that our sound is not as great as it could be. After being at the convention this weekend, we have definitely learned a little bit about what we need to do to make our sound improved. And so we're going to be heading that direction, especially before SHOT Show. And so hopefully, we'll be seeing some improvements there. The other problem I've been having is my computer. My computer cannot handle what I'm doing anymore. I just bought it a year ago, but I only bought it for little things like school things. And this definitely goes above what its capabilities are. So it's been very slow trying to crank out these videos. And we actually went and bought a new computer last night. So it gets delivered tomorrow. And I'm very excited to be able to edit those videos a little bit better and not have it take hours and hours and hours. I was up Friday night. I was actually up after the show. We didn't go to bed until almost midnight because we were trying to edit the day one video. That was it. But it just took so long. And I tried to do the day two video Sunday and yesterday, and it took forever and ever. Couldn't get it uploaded, couldn't get it edited. So finally this morning I was able to get it on there. And then once I got it on, here's my story for what happened. So I am using some software for my editing that has stock music on it. Now, just because it has stock music on it apparently doesn't mean that there isn't a copyright on it. So I put at the very end of that video, if any of you watched the day two video, you'll see that there are some pans around the convention center just to kind of show you some of the different exhibitors and exhibits that were there. So I just thought, well, I'm just going to set some music to this. It was kind of fun, epic, upbeat music, and it went really well with the video. And I was so proud of myself because I was like, yay, it has music. How cool is that? So I put it on YouTube, and within minutes, I get the little notification that says that it can't be monetized because of a copyright issue. So I'm like, and I'm thinking, what is the copyright issue? I was thinking, did one of the exhibitors not want something of theirs on there, or what's happening? So YouTube does this thing, in case you haven't used YouTube for this purpose. YouTube does this thing where they'll actually give you the timeline of where your copyright infringement is. And so I went back and looked at it, and it told me who was making the claim. And it turned out that it was that little sound clip that I had gotten from stock sound clips on my editing software. So I was like, what do I do? So knowing that it took so long to get that video done, I was a little upset. And I went back through and I just deleted that sound. I said, forget it. You guys don't get to listen to music. I'm sorry. If you want, just sing a little song, whatever song is your favorite at the time. Just sing a little song while you're watching that part of the video. But I left in the convention sounds. So it's like you're really there. Okay. So lesson learned. I went in, deleted the whole video, and took the music out, and then re-queued and re-uploaded the video. So it's there now, but yeah, I won't ever do that again. So, and yeah, Affordable Armory noticed my NRA shirt is blue. So yes, it is the NRA shirt. It says National Rifle Association 2022 on it, Houston. And yes, it's blue. I was trying to decide between the light blue and the dark blue. You know, blue is my favorite color. Of course, I had to go, with the royal blue. So kind of fits. And if you've seen my videos from the weekend, you see that I was wearing a royal blue polo shirt with my logo on it. So, yeah, you can't go wrong with that. And I don't know, I love that color. So thanks for noticing, Affordable Armory. Good remembering. Let's see what is happening here. I want to catch up with my comments before I start telling you about all the things I saw. Critter was watching the video this morning. It went blank and vanished. That would be why. Now you know the mystery is solved, Critter. Oh, Reese, you thought the music was cool too. Thank you. I know, I was so proud of myself. I was like, it's like I'm becoming a real video editor. And then no, not so much. Affordable Armory, what program did I go with? Right now I'm using WeVideo. Once I get this new computer, I'm going to actually use some software that is downloaded on your computer. WeVideo is like you upload it to a cloud, and I think that slows it down too. So, but it's good for what I've been doing. It's actually very, very user-friendly and easy to use. So now that I'm getting the hang of it, I'll probably try something a little bit better. So, let's see. Jeff, I hear an opportunity for me to make all the music for the videos. First thing I need to learn anything about music. Okay. Well, I'm going to put this out here to you guys since Jeff is bringing this up. You all notice that Hickok has, which by the way, I didn't get to meet him. I was so bummed, but Hickok has a theme song. I need a theme song. So if any of y'all are like, musically apt and feel like writing a Jenny J theme song, how cool would that be? So yeah, let me know. If you come up with something good, we could have like a little Reloaders Got Talent or Shooters Got Talent or something. We could have a little talent show and you all could like audition your song for me, and then we could all pick. We could listen to it live and we could all pick the winning song. All right, Bob Shell is here. Shout out to Bob Shell. I gave Bob Shell some really exciting news this weekend. He's very happy for me because I'm finally going to be getting my roller handle from Dylan. And so he's so excited. He's so excited that I'm getting rid of the that I'm getting rid of the ball handle and getting the roller handle that he has requested I send this beautiful ball handle to him. And so, Bob Shell, it is on its way. As soon as my roller handle from Dylan arrives at my doorstep, that ball handle is all yours, buddy. So I expect pictures of it mounted to your press. I'll even, you know what? I'll even sign it. I'll get a black Sharpie and sign it. How's that sound? Yeah, because it won't show up because it's black too. So you wouldn't be able to see it. Wouldn't do much good. Walter, it's good to see you. Thank you for stopping in. I really appreciate it. Please take care of yourself. Let's see. Bernie Sanchez, good evening. Good to see you. I think you need an oboe theme song, Affordable Armory says. Yeah, that would make everybody tune out quicker than anything. Definitely. Yeah, that's going to be, I don't think we'll be taking Affordable Armory's advice on that. Sorry. maybe I'm hoping for some like fiddles, maybe some banjos, maybe some harmonicas, you know, stuff like that. That'd be super cool. So anyway, first of all, I know what you're all kind of wondering and you are afraid to ask. You want to know about the protesters. I am going to give the protesters 30 seconds of this video and then we're moving on because that's all we need to talk about, right? They don't deserve any more airtime or space in this video than that. So I will tell you, yes, there were protesters there. I will also tell you that I didn't see a whole lot of them just because we stayed in the convention center. When we did go out of the convention center, they were across the street. The street was in front of the convention center. It was separated 2 or 3 lanes each way. And then there's the median in the middle, the grassy median in the middle. And they were over on the far, far side. There was fencing and everything separating both sides. So they were there screaming their heads off, holding up signs. They had definitely, somebody has funded this. This is a funded thing. There were, they had props and whatnot that makes you realize this was not just some local people coming and holding up cardboard signs. This was definitely orchestrated. So, that being said, I give a huge shout out to the police presence that was there. There was also a private security group there, Apex Security. There were cops on mounted horseback, and there were cops on ATVs with helmets and shields riding up and down the streets. I think there was definitely a military presence. I don't know if it was the National Guard or who, but definitely lots and lots of military presence there. I even saw firemen. There were 2 helicopters hovering overhead the whole time. So it was really, really safe. And it was funny because when we came out of the convention center, I will just say that our side of the street was very quiet and we were all just, I look up and down the sidewalk at everybody else and they're all just kind of looking across the street like, just mind blown. And then on the other side of the street, of course, there was lots of screaming and carrying on. And yeah, so that's all we need to say about it. But I knew some people were curious. I've been asked about it a lot. And I know some people were curious just kind of what it was like in that regard. So let's see. Bernie, you need more cowbell. Yes, that's actually true. Cowbell would be a perfect addition for that. I love that idea. So very nice. Reese says, when I left the convention for the second time, you all were outside. I hung out for a moment and moved on. Reese, why didn't you say anything? I did not see you. Yes, there were definitely helicopters there. So Affordable is asking, did I make some good contacts while I was there? Yes. So let's get to that. I made some amazing contacts. And let me just tell you, we've said it a million times on this show, on this channel. We've all acknowledged it. Gun people are such a community. And I would dare say, even, it's really like a family. I just really got a family vibe from the convention this weekend. And, it seemed like everywhere I went, people were just so friendly, so inviting and welcoming. Um, and it was just really, really cool. Even though, I was new to all of this, nobody ever made me feel like I didn't deserve to be there. And everybody was more than happy to accommodate with making videos and answering questions and letting us take pictures and everything. So you all saw I had the picture with Jerry Michalak, so that was really cool. And he's just like wandering down one of the aisles, and it kind of cleared out a little bit. It was on Friday, and he's just wandering down one of the aisles. I didn't even notice him. And we walked by, and my husband goes, "Wait a minute, that was Jerry Michalak." And I was like, because he's just like walking along, looking at stuff like all by himself. And I was like, wait, really? And, we go back and we're like, huh. Well, then by that time, of course, 3 guys had also seen him. And so they were talking to him. So I just kind of waited off to the side, and then they left, and I introduced myself to him, and we talked for just a couple of minutes. So, yeah, but it was a lot of fun. And we also met one of the really coolest people that we met, and we're actually going to be doing a feature video on this person. His name is John Pease. And do any of you know who John Pease is? I'm going to just wait and see. If you do, drop it in the chat over here. I just want to wait and see if anybody knows who this is, because see if anybody can guess it. And I'll give you all a hint. He has something to do with Colt. So Colt Firearms. Affordable Armory's heard of him. Okay. Yes, Critter, I ambushed Jerry Michalak. You know it. But I didn't ask for an autograph or anything, just a picture. Hey, Mark, good to see you. Okay, so John Pease is, I think, one of those unsung heroes. He's very quiet and kind of is maybe not as noticed as some of the other people who are like out in front of people. He is the master engraver for Colt. And you've all seen those beautiful, beautiful revolvers that have the engraving on them. He does that by hand. And oh my gosh, we sat and watched him. We took video of him. I interviewed him with Colt's permission and his permission, of course. I did this interview with him, and he just has a really cool story. He said he got into art and he was drawing and stuff when he was very young, and he started doing this at a very young age and has just worked his way up. And watching him do it and watching him manipulate first the little chisel that he uses and the little hammer, and what he has underneath his table where he's working is this round pedal. But it's not really a pedal in the sense that, you push it like a pedal. It's more of a dial. And so he actually spins that with his foot and spins what he's working on engraving. And so we did a video with him. It's going to be so cool. I cannot wait to get that one pushed out to you guys. Really cool guy, very humble. And I mean, his artwork is just incredible. And he said that it takes him about 140 hours for one gun. And so if you do the math, I mean, that, turns out to be, if you do 40 hours a week, that's just to sit, and he sits hunched over this thing, and it's just really cool to watch him work. And it's like, he doesn't have any idea what else is going around him. He is so focused on what's in front of him, and it was just really neat to watch. So, let's see. Hello, it's me. Good to see you. Glad you're here. So, yeah, so he was one person that we met that was really cool. We also met all of the awesome people at Dylan. I was so excited. Talk about some people get really starstruck over like a celebrity or whatever. I was starstruck over some of these people that were at these exhibit booths. Like the people at Dylan, I was just like, oh my gosh, you get to work for Dylan. Like it's just so neat. And so I do have a feature video that will come out with something from that too. I'm not going to tell any more secrets about that one, but we've got that one coming out. They were really, really nice and just, super fun to talk to. And I didn't just talk to one of them. We talked to the whole gang of them. And it was just really neat to hear, some of their stories about getting to work at Dylan. So, we also got to meet, I have all my cards here I'm going through so I can tell everybody who we got to talk to. So you've all heard of Cimarron Firearms, right? Okay. So Cimarron Firearms are just also beautiful, beautiful pieces. And so we stopped and we talked to them. Now their booth was unlike anybody else's booth. And it was just these two guys working at Cimarron Firearms, Greg Slaughter and Bobby Pickens. And they were just a hoot. They were both dressed head to toe like cowboys. And it was just so cool to get to talk to them. So we did a really, really neat video with them about cowboy action shooting. And you'll get to see that one. That one's actually, I'm going to post that one tomorrow. So make sure you look for that video tomorrow. I have it almost completely edited and ready to go. So they were so much fun and just, their booth was so busy all of the time, but what they had it set up like, I guess it kind of looked like I would say maybe like a saloon, like a Western saloon or something. They had a wood floor. It wasn't real wood, but I mean, it was like a rubbery kind of floor that looked like wood flooring. And they had this huge glass case in front, and then they had this great big wooden case in the back with all the rifles in it. And it was just so, so cool. So we got to talk to them, and we also, I'm really excited for you guys to see this one. I got to hold not one, not two, but I don't know, like probably a dozen Cabot guns. It was, I'm totally geeked out about all of this. It was so, so neat. And, it was incredible to get to, I went up to their booth. I went up to Cabot booth on Sunday morning, and all weekend I've been thinking, man, I really want to go see those Cabots, but those are expensive. And I just went up. They were sitting there, and we weren't in the convention hall, wasn't actually open yet, but we got in early because we were press. And so I go up to the two guys sitting at the Cabot exhibit, and I just said, hey, here's who I am. And I was wondering, could we do a video of your guns? And the one guy was like, oh, yeah, of course. And so he just starts taking Cabot guns out of their cases and just like, oh yeah, here's this one and here's this one. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm holding these amazingly exquisite guns. The cheapest one was $4,000. And so we've got a whole feature video that we're going to be doing of that too. I cannot wait to show you guys. And it just, seeing the grips on some of those, they actually have one Cabot gun that has been made out of T-Rex bone for the grips. Yes, real, actual T-Rex for the grips. I mean, how cool is that? That is just wild, just wild. So yeah, they were super nice. Another really awesome company that we got to talk to and hang out with a little bit was Nighthawk. They have, and I did a video also on this one. This is another video that's going to be coming out. So y'all are getting like the sneak peek for all the videos that are coming out. I'm kind of telling you some secrets here. So make sure you're watching for them and give them some love when they do come out. But the Nighthawk people were really, really nice. And I could not believe how they really drew us in and made us feel like family. Like, it was so incredible. And the first day on Friday, we went up and, I'm just looking at the Nighthawk display. And of course, they have all these 1911s and everything, like just gorgeous guns, the revolvers. They've got some really neat revolvers. And I'm talking to this kid. I mean, he looked like a young kid. He looked like somebody I could have had in school very recently. And, he's got a baseball cap on. He's dressed exactly like my stepson would dress, wearing, Ariat shirts and jeans and stuff. And just a nice looking, clean cut kid. And he was very friendly. And I was telling him what we're all about and everything. And he said, "Oh, you like 1911s? You should check out this drop-in trigger kit that we have." And so I was like, oh, show me. And so we ended up doing a video about that. And so you'll get to see that too. Super cool drop-in trigger kit. And it just, they actually got a blued gun and got it cut in half and had a gunsmith actually install this new trigger in this blued gun so that you can actually feel that trigger. And it's incredible. It's an incredible trigger. And so that is actually on its way to us. And I'm going to be doing an installation video of that and showing you how easy it is to install. And then we'll take it out and shoot it and see how it does. I haven't gotten to shoot with it yet. So that will be, one of the real tests is seeing how well it shoots. And so I'm super excited. So then the next day we went back, and because we were actually going to go back and do the second day, we did a video the first day, which you guys saw in the day one video. So that was Landon, the son. And then day two, we got to meet Dad. And the dad is Mark. And Mark is actually the owner of Nighthawk. And so we got to talk to the owner of Nighthawk for a long time. Super nice guy. And I tell you what, nothing will make you feel more confident in a product than knowing that you actually matter as a person to the people that are actually creating this product and pushing this product out to you. And I mean, they were just really, really nice people. I can't say enough good things about them. We really enjoyed our talk with them and just, getting to know them a little bit. And Mark spent some time, walking me through, telling me how this trigger was born and how, who's worked on it and everything, how it works. And so it was really cool. So that will be coming in a video. Actually, he is in the video that will be coming out. So that's pretty cool too. And let's see, another company that we spent some time with, as you saw in the day one video, Jeff Adams with Wilson Combat. Very nice guy. And actually Wilson Combat, they were all really nice people. That was the first video that we did. And I'll admit, I was a little nervous because I hadn't done any videos yet at any of these conventions. And so, we just kind of went up and we're like, ooh, the very first row that we went down had Wilson Combat. And I was like, ooh, Wilson Combat. And, I'm looking at their guns and I'm like, oh, drooling, trying not to, leave it all over my chin, drooling. And so we started talking to them and, explained who we were and everything. And they were just like, oh, yeah. And I said, could we do a video with you? And they said, "Oh yeah, sure." And they were so sweet and so accommodating about it. And they're like, "Here, come back here, come behind the tables and, we'll have more space and, people won't be walking in front of the camera and stuff," which happened a lot. But, they were just so, so nice. And I got to meet, quite a few of the people. And it was cool because we're making the video and I turn around and look. And during this video, there are other people videoing us making the video and taking pictures of us making this video. And it was just kind of cool because I was like, I'm the one that feels all like excited because I'm getting to make this video. And and so it was really funny to see other people getting excited to see us making the videos. So that was a good time. I want to go back to my comments because I know I can see them out of my peripheral vision. They're scrolling through and just getting me all behind because I'm so excited and geeking out. Jeff, engravers are amazing with the super steady hands. Oh my gosh. And Jeff, when I asked him, I said, "You actually really freehand all of this?" And he was like, "Yeah." I mean, I know that there are machines that do some of these for like other companies, but I mean, wow, it was just, yeah, it was like he was so focused. And, one question I didn't ask him, I should have asked him, have you ever made a mistake? I'm sure he has, but it would be hard to imagine because he was just so steady with it. Okay. I did notice how you were giddy with glee at the reloading. Jeff noticed that. Yeah, I was pretty giddy. I think we spent the 3 places where we spent our most time was Dillon, Cimarron, and Nighthawk. I would say those were probably the places where we were at the longest. So yeah, they probably got tired of seeing us, but they never showed it. So that was nice of them. Michael Dunn, I love pristine action. Looks awesome. Yes. So that is actually the next person I was going to get to. So Dre Chin, his name is Dre, and he's the business development manager for Pristine Action. And he was so nice, just such a nice guy. So, little story, we were getting ready to leave on Friday. We were beat. I mean, just absolutely exhausted. We had no clue. Everybody kept saying it was tiring. We had no clue how tired we would be. And I wore very comfortable shoes, like so comfortable they looked like something my grandma would have worn probably, 30 or 40 years ago. They're that kind of shoe, right? So they're just not the most attractive, but they're supposedly comfortable. I actually use them for hiking a lot, and our feet were tired, but we're getting ready to leave, and we're walking by, and my husband has the tripod over his shoulder, and he's got the camera hooked on it. And Dre sees us and he says, the hall had cleared out a lot. And he says, hey, what are you guys all about? And so we stopped and we talked to him for a few minutes. And he goes, well, we could make a video. And I was like, yeah, that'd be fine. And it was closing time. So we said, well, why don't we come back tomorrow first thing in the morning? We'll come back before it gets really crazy here. And so we did. We went back, and every time we saw Dre anywhere in the hall after that, he waved to us and smiled, and it didn't matter like where he was at, where we were at. He just was so sweet and so nice, and their product at Pristine is so cool. I don't know if you guys really got a good view of that action, but that action, you can use one finger and it was the easiest action I've ever used in my life. Like one finger, just click, 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 click. It was so smooth and so light. it was really, really cool. And, you know, they had, they had it set up so that you could try it. And I think probably the people in the next booth may have gotten tired of hearing the click, 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 click all day, because everybody was messing with that thing. And because it was just unbelievable. It was so cool. And so, you know, I think um everybody should go, you know, check that one out. They were really had a really neat product. You know, such a simple concept, and just well made, very well made. So yeah, definitely go check them out. And they were a huge supporter of us. Like, they said, you know, we're going to have all of our employees subscribe to you, and just, it was really cool. Like, they were definitely another very, very family oriented company. And those are the companies I really love to support, knowing that, you know, their bottom line isn't always the money that they make, but that the relationships that they build and the product that they feel confident they can stand behind. So it was really nice to get to see that. So they were really cool. Another cool company we got to talk to was True Spec. And True Spec does like tactical gear and clothing and stuff. And so we stopped by and we saw them, and they had some really neat things. We're definitely going to be trying some of those out, because, you know, they had all kinds of like all weather things. And so we were telling them about how we ice climb and rock climb too. And we said, you know, we'd like some clothes that we feel could withstand all of those things. And so they were kind of showing us what they have. They actually have some really, really cool things. So we're going to be trying some of those, and I will let you all know how those work out too. So we really enjoyed getting to see what they had to offer. It was a little bit different, you know, kind of side from the from all of the firearms stuff. Another place that we talked to is this, I don't want to say little tiny company, but they're, you know, they're pretty, it's a small company, but they have a really great product. And I'm actually going to be using this in my Hellcat Pro. It's Powder River Precision. And so they have these amazing triggers. And I was kind of off the clock with myself. I wasn't doing the Jenny J thing. I was kind of on the hunt for this trigger for my Hellcat. And my husband had used the Powder River trigger in one of his guns a few years ago and said he really loved it. It was easy to install and it worked well. So he had suggested, well, why don't you try that trigger in your Hellcat? And so I said, yeah, not a bad idea. So we went and we found them there. And I went up and I said, you know, I have this Hellcat Pro. I really love it. The only thing I would like to see made better is the trigger. And she said, oh, yep, right here. And they actually had a Hellcat with the trigger already installed in it, and the Hellcat Pro. And I tried it and I was like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I mean, it's like a whole different gun with that thing. So I am super excited to get that and install that. So I'm going to actually I'll do an installation video on that. We have to order it, and I don't know how long they take to get in, but once we order it, you know, I'll let you guys know. But I'm very excited because, you know, it'll be fun to do a trigger replacement anyway, and just see how easily that goes and show you guys. And, you know, maybe if you've never replaced a trigger before, you'll decide that you want to do it after that. I don't know. So yeah, lots and lots of cool people that we got to meet. And, you know, I've only scratched the surface. I mean, honestly, we had so many people that just were very kind and accommodating, and not even just exhibitors, but, you know, we would be sitting, having like a slice of pizza or whatever. And they had big round tables that would seat like 8 or 10 people at them. So everybody's just kind of, you know, sitting together. And so every time we sat down, we would talk to people, and they were all just really, really nice. And, they'd say, oh, so, are you an exhibitor or whatever, asking us what we were doing. Cause, we had on the polos, we had on the name tags and everything and the branding. And so they all knew that we were up to something. And so we tell them, and they were like, oh, cool. Yeah, we'll have to go check it out. And so met lots of nice people. There was a lady and her husband sitting at our table one day, and we started talking about 1911s, of course. And she was saying that she was looking at getting the Ronin EMP 3-inch to carry. And I just, explained to her what my experience had been like, and told her what I had opted to do instead. And so we actually ran into them the next day. We were making a video somewhere, and they came up behind us and they were like, hey. And so they started talking to us, and they were like, we just went and looked at the Hellcat Pro. And so it was really, really cool because, you never know when you're talking to somebody how you're going to influence their life or affect their life. And so it was just really, really neat to get to make all of those connections. And we met at one of the exhibits. We actually met somebody that used to live in the St. Louis area, actually in the same place that we live now. He used to live here. And, it's just going to things like that just makes the world a little bit smaller, and it's just really cool to get to talk to people that are like-minded and have the same, have the same interests and are as friendly with you as you are with them. And so it's just really cool. I'm going to look at my comments here. Affordable armory cabinets are definitely not affordable. Yes, they made a gun out of moon rock. Oh gosh, he didn't tell us about that one, but I don't doubt it. I have a feeling that any like different substance like that they can get their hands on, I have a feeling they have made a gun out of it, or the grips at least anyway. Critter and the archaeologist shin bones for pencil box. Jeez. Critter. Oh my gosh. Bombshell. Now hold on, Bombshell. My chat just like skipped way ahead of me here. I'm trying to catch up. I just saw the Bombshell. Okay, here we go. Bombshell got me a 1911 EMP 40 Smith Cumming. Woo! That sounds really cool. Although it didn't happen unless we see pictures. So you have to send pictures. Can't wait to see that one. Critter, you can tell Jenny's been in Missouri too long already saying, show me. Oh, Critter. Oh, God love you. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Affordable Armory, I've wanted to take a $500-ish trigger, a 1911, and put that Nighthawk drop-in trigger in it for a while just to see if it makes a difference versus just buying a more expensive 1911. So that's actually something that he had said when I was talking to him about this. He had told me that their whole goal was he said, Mark Stone, the owner, he said, we understand that people can't always afford a gun like this, but you can make your gun more upgraded, just by installing a simple trigger. And he said he actually said it quite a few times. He said that should be the first thing anybody does is upgrade their trigger every time. So Affordable Armory, yes, like I said, I haven't shot it yet, but I did get to feel the trigger action. Very crisp with the reset, short reset. Like, it is just absolutely incredible. And if it's as easy to install as they say, and then is great to shoot, I will be behind it 100%. So I can't wait to do the video on that because, I think it's going to be a really cool product and a very easy way to upgrade our 1911s that maybe, aren't Nighthawk level or Cabot level 1911s. Let's see. Bob Shell. Yay, Wilson. I've got those in my safe. So that's pretty cool. You've got some Wilsons. I would love to shoot some of those. So hopefully someday I'll get to do that. Mark Upshaw, Wilson Combat, good people. Yes, they are. I agree with that. Bob Shell says, certainly you're not talking about me being a rock star, Bob Shell. I know that's not you. I know that's not me that you're talking about. Mark, hey, Jenny, great shirt. This one? Thank you. My poor husband, I'm standing looking at the shirts back and forth. Light blue, royal blue, light blue, royal blue. He's like, just pick a shirt. And I'm like, well, I really like light blue, but I really love royal blue too. So I finally just grabbed one and went and paid for it because I knew I could overthink it. So, Bob Shell, Dr. Dre, that's all I could think of too. When I met Dre at Precision, or at, now I'm getting all I'm getting all my people confused. When I first met Dre at Pristine, I kept thinking that too. I was like Dr. Dre, but no, they are very different people. So yeah, totally different. Let's see. Hey, Brian's Custom Canvas. Good to see you. Just got in from a restaurant job. Yes, you do still have some time on the live. So very good. I see you wrote that at 8:41. So yeah, you would have at least probably 20 minutes of live with us. Woohoo. Reese says their triggers are amazing. I'm assuming you're talking about Nighthawk, and I would agree with that. Hello, it's me. What do you think of the new 30 Super Carry? I don't know yet. But if somebody wants to send me one to try, I would love to do that. So if anybody knows who I can, get hooked up with and connected to, maybe Affordable Armory could send me one of those. Or maybe Hello, it's me. Do you have one that you could send me? Let's see. Affordable Armory got his hands on a Hellcat Pro. Some viewers loaned me theirs. Yes, that is awesome. And I can't wait to hear what you think of it, Affordable Armory. Jeff, don't worry. Jenny J is staying on for 2.5 hours because no school day. I don't think you guys want to listen to me talk for 2.5 hours. Here's the thing. I'm always amazed that anybody could listen to me talk for an hour. So, and my husband would probably agree with that. He'd be like, I hear her talk all day, every day. That poor guy, we're driving to Texas. And I think he was just there were times where I'm sure he was like, okay, it's night time. Just take a little car nap. So poor guy. Apex claims they will have their action enhancement trigger available next month. Ooh, it'll be a race. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how they compare, I guess. Bob Shell asks, how about a vid on that roller handle? Bob Shell, that is actually part of the plan. And I'm not going to tell you any more than that, but yes, there is going to be a video with the roller handle. And I will dedicate it to Bob Shell for sure. Let's see. These, my comments are all like just skipping around all over the place. All right. So Dennis is in the house. Okay. So MOCCW Firearms Training Dennis, one of the most awesome people in the world. Shout out to him. I have a Walter Q4 SF optic ready coming in this week. Guess what, Dennis? I will be in to see you. I will come. You tell me what day is it going to be there, because I will come and we can shoot it. And I'm out of school now, Dennis. So actually, The plan is tomorrow, my 18-year-old and I, we're actually talking about going to the range and having some mommy-daughter time before she heads off to college. And when I mentioned it today, I said, you know what? Maybe you and I should just go to the range and shoot one day this week. She said, I love that idea. So we're definitely going to be doing that. And yeah, so maybe we'll have to go out and see Dennis and we can give his new gun a shot, because Dennis, in case you guys don't remember, Dennis is my chief range safety officer, my friend, and my favorite firearms instructor. So he's actually the guy I got my CCW with, and he's just one heck of a cool dude. So totally adore that guy. Visit time. Dennis said visit time. Okay, yes. We'll come out. We'll definitely come out this week. I promise you. Oh gosh. I'm trying to get in my comments here. Michael Dunn asks, does your husband have some good earplugs? LOL. Well, Michael Dunn, guess what? Fortunately for my husband, he does have earplugs, but he also has these really awesome electronic muffs. So he can still hear me talk when he wears those. Yay. That's what every husband needs, right? So electronic shooting muffs, and then they never have to miss anything their wife says to them. I don't think any of you would agree with that, I'm sure. Brian's custom canvas. I need some info. Now you're back to send your present for your Hellcat Pro. Yeah, I will email that to you, Brian, for sure. And I haven't been ignoring you, I promise. Yeah, so I will send that to you. Totally with everything happening, just slipped my mind. But I'm very excited for my present, and I will definitely be showing that to everybody else when we get it. Okay. Bob Shell, when you get 10,000 K, of course, yes, exactly. Yeah, we may be making some upgrades to our Dylan at some point, and that would be, I tell you what, here's what we should do. If you guys can get me 10,000 viewers or 10,000 subscribers, I will go get myself a 750. How's that sound? So you guys have to help me, though. You have to help me get 10,000 subscribers. Yeah. Dennis, sound good. Come in to shoot. You're going to make me blush. Dennis, you don't blush. Now, I will have you all know, I have begged Dennis to be on my show, and he won't do it. He says he has a face for radio. He says he won't do it, and that he says he's too ugly to be on my show. And I disagree, because he is so cool and so funny and so fun. And I tell you what, here's what I see this man doing the most out at the range where we work. I see him out there on a ladder replacing the cables, because I feel like they're constantly getting shot down and snapped. And so poor Dennis, being the chief range safety officer, I swear that man is always out there replacing and repairing those stinking cables. So I always feel bad for him. But Dennis, I'm telling you right now, no cables while we're out there to shoot with you. No cable repairs, and you just have to come and shoot with us. So take a break. Critter says when his wife starts talking, he turns off the hearing aids. Yeah. Yeah, I think, yeah. So my 18-year-old, I don't know if you guys knew this, my 18-year-old actually wears hearing aids. And I learned a very long time ago that she does that too. And she will turn her hearing aids off, and she doesn't want to hear what somebody's saying. And then she's like, what? I can't hear you. I don't have my ears in. So yeah, it's a thing. It's totally a thing that everybody does. I know. Michael Dunn, when are you going to show the new press? LOL, Lyman. So, which one are you talking about, Michael Dunn? Are you talking about a Lyman press? I mean, I don't have one of those, but of course, if Lyman wanted to send me one, I'd be more than happy to show you one. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. And a Lyman press, an orange Lyman press, I don't know. Would it look very good with Dylan Blue? I'm not really sure. Or are you talking about the Mark 7 press, which that was very, very cool. Super cool press to see. And so those are in the day 2 video. And so if you guys haven't seen that yet, of course, I just came out this morning. Maybe some of you haven't had time yet to watch that. But yeah, the Mark 7s, wow. They were really, really cool. And just, I know that they're a little above what some people would need, but they sure are fun to watch, right? And we really just enjoyed seeing those work, because the one that he showed us was, the automated one, the really big one. And oh my gosh, it was just really, really cool. If I'm ever shooting enough that I need one of those, that'd be pretty cool. Jeff says, attaboy for Dennis. That's right. Everybody's giving a shout out to Dennis now. Now Dennis is going to blush. I know that for a fact. So Brian says, camera shy. You've seen my mug. I'm like the Yeti or Chewy. No, you're not. Oh, don't give me that. You know what? I haven't seen any of you guys from any pictures that I've seen of any of you or anything. None of you look like what you're saying you look like. So be nice to yourselves. That's what I always tell my students too. Be nice to yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. We're all beautiful, right? Wiley Thompson, the T-Rex grips got me thinking of grips made from my fossil dino poop. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, this is why I love these chats, these lives, because I know, like, so I apologize in advance for my ugly laughs. Some people ugly cry. I have ugly laughs. And so when anybody, I mean, you can't say fossil dino poop, fossil dino poop without smiling. I mean, that's pretty cool. Michael Dunn thought I bought two Mark 7s. Yeah, I bought 2 of each of the Mark 7s. I mean, there's more than one model. So yeah, 2 of each. And they're being delivered and set up in my shop as we speak. I mean, yeah, and then I'm going to rent them out. People can just come here and load. That's not a bad idea. We could have like a facility, like you could rent a press. And like, if you wanted to load your own ammo, you can come to my space and rent the press, and you can load, and we can supply the components for a small nominal fee, and then everybody can do their own reloading, right? And then I can just sit and talk for hours and hours, and you all will have to listen. So you're my captive audience while you're loading. I'll just talk. That would be a really bad idea for a moneymaker. Oh gosh. Brian's custom canvas. Did you see the Christensen arms? I got the Trevor's 300 PRC. We did. I'm trying to remember if that footage got in. That might be in separate. That might be in the day 3 stuff. So actually, I'm pretty sure that it was. So yeah, we did see it. They had a really cool exhibit. Their booth was really neat. Everybody, all the booths were really cool. I mean, these people go all out. I don't know if you guys all noticed the Springfield Armory. It was I would say it was the biggest exhibit there. And they actually had it was so big that they had the same display twice. So they had like a round counter that had all of the same guns on each one of them. But then what was really, really cool, my favorite part of it was if you looked up, like high up at the ceiling, so it was like 2 stories up, they had a flag, an American flag, and it was giant and it covered the whole space of their exhibit. And it had like a hole cut out of the center. And so that's in one of the videos. It was just really, really cool. And I was mind blown when I walked in and just saw some of these exhibits and the money that people put into them. And there was one company called SAR. They handed out, of course, most of these places hand out swag, right? And this company handed out these big red heavy duty bags, like big like duffel bags, really super thick. And I thought, and it had like their logo and everything on the side, all of the things screen printed on there. And I thought, oh my gosh, I mean, each of those bags, I took one, and I want to say that bag, to have it manufactured, was going to be, I don't know, probably $5. I don't know. But if you think about it, if you think about how many of those they handed out over 3 days, because they were very visible, these red bags, everybody had them, and they're huge. They were like this big, and they could hold everything. I mean, I could use it as a weekender duffel bag. It was so big. So the money that people put into these exhibits is just crazy. J. Crew Factory. Yes, Michael Dunn. That is a really great idea. That is a really great idea. Bob Shell says no renting in his shop. Oh, come on. Don't be a party pooper, Bob Shell. You just don't want to share your roller handle. That's all. So GGW Reloading is here. Good to see you. Thanks for joining in. Jeff Becker. Actually, I have a question. Do you pronounce your last name Beaker or Becker? Because it's got to be one of those. So you'll have to drop that in the comment, because I you know me. I have a penchant for making sure I pronounce things correctly. So, but anyway, Jeff says he's pretty and he's camera ready. So, so Jeff, we'll have to have you on sometime on a live. Uncle John, I don't know the difference between upload and download. I don't either. I don't. It's okay. No judgment here. Eric, my laughs are adorable. I don't think so. I hate this. Don't we all hate the sound of our own voice? And like my laugh, I can't stand my laugh. I don't know. But you guys just crack me up so much I can't help it. I just can't help it. So yeah. Jeff says he says that sounds like a great idea. And rent a press. Yes, rent a press. And he's willing to go into that enterprise. You know what? I think the J Crew, really, we could go into business and we could all go to SHOT Show together. I mean, come on. How cool would that be? We could kind of compile our own little, we could make our own little Frankenstein presses. We could put one piece of a Dillon on, and we could put one piece of a Lyman on, and one piece of a Lee, and a piece of an RCBS, and a piece of a Hornady. And I mean, we could just have a whole little Frankenstein press, and then we could be like, here's our press. Everybody can rent our press. And yeah, why not? It would be lots of fun. I think all those other companies would probably have something to say about that. Reese, yes, it was huge. I'm assuming you're talking about the Springfield Armory display. Just ginormous. Bending Ballistics is here. Good to see you. Glad you made it. Bob Shell, neither one. I've got 2 rollers. Okay. German, and you had it right from the start. The O is silent. Okay. Yay. I'm so glad. I thought that was how it was, but I don't want to offend somebody and mispronounce their name. So, Bombshell, why do you keep saying I'm not a rock star? Stop. If I was a rock star, I'd be rich. I'm definitely not a rock star, let me tell you. Okay, so Bending Ballistics is an industrial engineer. Well, that's cool. So I think Bending Ballistics can help us make our Frankenstein press. That's what I'm hearing, right? And yes, Brian's custom canvas. I did ask you to go on a live, and I haven't forgotten, but I know we're waiting for your busy season to get over. He has a very busy season with like boat stuff, and I won't tell you more because that's part of his story, and I'll let him tell you guys when I actually get him on for a live. So yeah, so all right, well, I have kept everybody past their bedtime. I'm sure we made it an hour and 10 minutes into this, and like all good little boys and girls, I'm sure some of you have to get up and work in the morning. I do not. So, not trying to rub it in or anything, but I do not. And yeah, actually, I will be getting up in the morning and working on some more videos and doing my editing. That's kind of why I was excited for summer to get here, so I could really work on my YouTube stuff and get some videos thrown out there. And I want stuff to be more enjoyable for you guys. So anyway, Jeff Becker, no, we're not doing 2.5 hours. No, nobody wants to hear this for 2.5 hours. Oh, Bending Ballistics is still at work. Oh, that's not fun. And Critter, I know I'm not the boss of you, nanny boo boo. He only thinks that. But you all noticed that Critter has been here the entire time. And he didn't even tell me that he had to go let his dog out to pee, which means that I have complete control over Critter. He just doesn't know it. So don't tell him, okay? Okay. It's our little secret. All right. So I am going to go. I'm going to sign off for now. You guys have all made my cheeks hurt too much tonight. And yeah, we're going to be getting those videos out. I'm going to try to put one out every other day. So tomorrow will be the Cimarron video. Look for that. Let me pull up my list here so you know what we're looking forward to. Cimarron video. We're going to have a Cabot video, the Colt Engraver video, and the Nighthawk video, and a Dylan video. And those are just from the show. And then we've got a bunch of other ones lined up that we're going to be doing. There's a brand new range just on the other side of the river in Illinois. And so I've actually been in contact with him, and it's really cool. We're going to be going up later, I think this week, to do a video up there. So, and also make sure you tune in tomorrow night. I'm going to be on Clover Tax Live. He's doing a live tomorrow night. I don't know what time or anything. I don't know anything yet. He just asked me, and I said, sure, let's do it. So make sure that, I'll push something out, let you guys know when it is, but that's going to be happening too. So if we don't talk before then, next Tuesday, we will be here live. I am going to have Trevor Cotter on from Atlas Gunworks team for the USPSA. So he will be on next Tuesday. So please make sure you join in. And like I said, he's a super fun guy. If you don't know who he is, if you haven't ever talked to him, super personable. I cannot wait for you all to get to talk to him next week. So next Tuesday, 8:00, that'll be our next live. And I hope you all have a great rest of your week. You know where to find me if you need anything. And until then, can't wait to talk to you all again soon. Bye.